Wait, okay, now I have to watch this. See, this is what YouTube does. YouTube does that to you, man. They throw a video at you that you know you would want to watch out of maybe 12 videos that they put up there. They obviously know you better than, anyone else knows you. And then I end up scrolling through it and I'm like, oh man, these are interesting videos. So I'm going to stop doing that right now, at least. And we're definitely going to talk about the crypto market, you know? So thank you guys for being here. Anybody that is here, I appreciate it. We're seeing another green day, a start to a day being green, which is really good. Love seeing it. However, it's all based on seeing, the last 24-hour cutoff. So we could see the lowest points in the day at the end of the day, obviously, translate to being up or from the morning to the morning. So obviously, we could see green, but we could also see that start to, come back on us. But things are looking good. Things are looking really good. Everything looks green in my portfolio today and all my portfolios. So I'm really happy about that. It's not up a crazy amount, but we're definitely seeing a green day. Hey, bro, I need your help with crypto. What do you need help with? Um, tonight, tonight down again. Yeah, that's usually what it seems like. But the good thing is, like I said, I mean, it's a hard 24 hours. So yesterday at around this time, we were up, quite a bit. So showing that we're up now is showing that we are, even though we did see a decrease, we're seeing a higher point than we saw yesterday at 7:30. So around the same time, we're up. So it's a good thing. Even though it's not crazy, it's not a crazy increase, we are up a decent amount. Farm coins up to about $35. Krill is up to 34 cents, which I want to buy more Krill coin. Gitcoin is closer to that $3 mark. So, we're seeing some positive movement. It's not crazy. It's not a large sound check. Okay. Um, it's not like a crazy movement where everything's up 30%, but we're seeing some positivity. So I'm happy about it. I think there's another red week coming soon. Yeah, I know. I would imagine we're going to see some more red. Now, my prediction is still that we're going to see the start of this bull run at the end of the second quarter, which is the end of this month. So we have 9 days left in this month, and we'll see how that plays out. If it doesn't play out that way, obviously we have to go a different route because of how the markets are, how the world is, what's happening in the world. So we're definitely we can definitely see that pullback in the coming days. Again, sorry about coming on late. It's like I swear, I'm here at 6. I'm here earlier than that, and um, the the issue is that the allergies. Like I swear, I tried honey. I didn't try local honey. I tried honey, um, and I don't have any Zyrtec, so I ran out yesterday. So it's ridiculous, but it's a little bit better than what it was earlier. My eyes are still weird. Most likely we'll trade between 19 and 21K for weeks. Well, that's good. I mean, as long as we're seeing where the bottom is, I hope that this is the bottom. I understand that people think that we could see this drop even more. I just hope that this is the bottom. Right? With the amount of people that are holding in the crypto market, I understand that people believe that it's going to pull back 90%, and it's 100% understandable. But with the amount of people that we have in the crypto market today, it should the amount that it decreases, the percentage that it decreases, should decrease as well. Because you're looking at 90%, you look at 80%, multiple pullbacks, and then now we could be looking at 70%. That could be a possibility, right? Where's your portfolio, Shiba Inu? Shiba Inu is in crypto.com. I have 400 million over in crypto.com that's staked. We have 357 million that's staked at 3% and 41 million or 43 million that's staked at 2%. So it's not over here. It's in crypto.com. And then my CRO is also in my DeFi wallet. So that's sitting over there. Most of it is in the DeFi wallet. Not all of it. I should probably move some because I have some over in crypto.com that is not doing anything. It's not gaining any interest or anything. I also have 31 farm over there worth about $1,100. I only paid, how much did I pay for it? $800 for it? Around $900 because I bought it 27, and yeah, so $800, $900, close to that. Yeah, so that looks good. Where is crypto earn? There it is. So yeah, my Shiba Inu is worth 3,400 or 3,500 plus dollars with the 2 pools that I have. So yeah, 50 days on one staking pool and 20 days on the other staking pool. If people didn't pull back so much, we can hold the market from reaching the bottom. I would agree. I mean, this is where we start to think like, yes, we think history will repeat itself, and it already has dropped 70%. Dropping 70% is a large drop. If people think that this is going to drop down to $5,000 or $10,000, it's possible, but you look at it and it should be less possible with the amount of people that are invested into the crypto market, the amount of people that believe in positions, the amount of people that hold these positions, you know? So I got a big promotion at work. Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations on that. Hopefully you got like 15% because a lot of times, you know, businesses, when they give you a promotion, they try and give you the lesser percentage. I hope you get the max percentage that you can get. Congratulations on that promotion. I never get notifications anymore. I mean, I don't know what YouTube's doing. I thought they fixed things because when people upload multiple videos, it's tough to get notifications on all of those videos because it ends up being like spam, especially if you upload, 4 videos a day, right? If I talk about multiple subjects, I upload multiple videos a day, right? And most people don't want 4 notifications every single day from a person on YouTube when they have other channels they subscribe to. But what they have done is instead of giving you 1 notification, like they'll give you lumped notification. Like they'll say Matthew Perry has uploaded 3 videos, and then going about your day. But when it comes to the live streams, some people just don't get the notifications. It's okay. It's fine. I would like if they get them, but if you want notifications, I believe they come across on the Discord group if you want to sign up for that. A shout out to Luna community. Everyone working behind the scenes are legends and will be written in the history books of crypto as players that won't give up and successfully revive the coin. Yeah, I would agree. I hope that everything plays out the way that we want it to. I know in my last video there was some pushback talking about why I'm investing into Lunik, right? Lunik right now doesn't really have a use case. We all know that. And we're investing into it because we believe in bringing the position back to where it should be while also gaining something in return. So it's not as complicated as you think. Like you think, oh, it's going to have a crazy use case. It's the best thing since sliced bread. No, it's not. That's not the case, right? It's a great opportunity to where it's a low risk, high reward potential because I invested $40 and that's very low risk and high reward. I've already gained a decent amount of money from it. So gaining whatever I can gain left is all gravy. It puts them into one thing. They say something like Matthew Perry uploaded 4 videos in the last 12 hours. Yes, I've seen that because I get some from Meet Kevin, I think. I actually haven't watched his videos in quite some time. Other than that video, the sound is awesome. Love being here every day. Well, thank you, Mr. P. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Guys, whoever is here, right? We have 219 people. If you guys can hit the like button, definitely do so. I think later today we might finish up the what's that game? The Quarry. We might finish up that. So if you want to go and check that out and join me in playing that game, it was really fun. I think next we're going to be playing. I can't remember what I thought I was going to play. We're going to be playing another game for the storyline and everything. So playing a lot of those storyline games so that we can stay engaged in the story and you know talk to you guys. So if you want to join me there, feel free to join. Is it best to leave Cronos in the DeFi wallet with buying? So if the price increases, would this reflect on the DeFi wallet? Hope this makes sense. I know what you mean. You're saying would if the price changes, would it affect the DeFi wallet? Yes, it will. If the price changes, you will see an effect in the overall price or the overall amount that you have, right? But the purpose of the DeFi wallet is to gain the amount of CRO, right? Not the amount of dollars. We don't care about the amount of dollars at this point. We care about the amount of CRO because we're trying to gain more and more. Like yesterday, I restaked, or I collected my reward and restaked it. I had 200 plus CRO that I was able to stake or restake, and now I'm able to compound it, and I continue to do that. It's not about the cash. It doesn't tell me how much the cash is. It does tell me at the top when you first get in there, but it's all about how much CRO you have. So yes, the price does change. As long as CRO changes, the price does change within the DeFi wallet. Hey Matt, I finally hit the billion mark on Shiba Inu. That is amazing, Juan. Congratulations. Congratulations. You got your 12-month badge. Devin Payne, doing the Lord's work here. Thank you for being a part of this community for so long. No, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody that's been here for such a long time, over the last year. That's insane. Like I know, I follow some people, I'm subscribed to a lot of people, and some people that I'm not subscribed to. But for you to be a member for 12 months, no matter what membership it is, I'm so happy, you know. So thank you. It shows how much you support. Um, I feel like Shibarium will have a positive effect on SHIB. What are your thoughts? So I do feel like Shibarium will have a positive effect on on SHIB if it's real. At this point, I don't even know if it's real, like because um, what you can do, and I understand they gave an example of what it looks like. You can build that on anything, right? You can literally build what it will look like. If you have what the website looks like and everything tested there, or not even tested, just everything, what it looks like, the functionality and all that stuff, you should be going through testing, and that should have been live not too long after that, maybe a month after that. But if they didn't have anything and it was just an image that they brought up to kind of silence people, I mean, that's what I would think they would do. They brought up that image, and now they don't have anything to give us. So I don't know. I think it will change it. The thought of it is definitely a great idea and should have been the first thing that was implemented. But, it's going to be a difficult road back when it comes to trust because, people aren't getting the rewards. Everything they said they were going to do with Shiba Inu and finding ways to burn off SHIB, we're not seeing any of that implemented. We see a burn portal that's created, but that burn portal doesn't deliver when it comes to the rewards that they were offering. So why even make the rewards a thing? I'm honestly tired of hearing about Shibarium is coming. Yeah, so am I. um, let's see, how do you think it will benefit SHIB? Lumic will have its utility and governance restored now that the staking proposal 4095 has reached the quorum and will pass. Check Terra Station, Matt. It's actually big news. Well, I think a lot of what has passed already is big news, right? And obviously that included. I haven't looked into it too much. I haven't looked into Lunic a heck of a lot lately. Not because I don't care about it. I still hold my Lunic. I still care about it deeply and still talk about it from time to time. I should talk about it a little bit more. But the point is I want to see action. You know, we see all of these words and all these things that come up. This is past. This is taking action right here. But we're not seeing anything fall into place. And I hope that does, whatever it actually is. So, yeah, I think it will be interesting. And I think Lunic will have, like you said, have its utility, but it's going to take time. And the community is obviously very much behind this, you know. Let's see, L2 take a long time to build. Yes, I don't understand why everyone thinks they're coming super soon. Well, the problem is that there are so many examples. They do take a while to build, but you have so many examples and so many things to feed off of, right? Where you should be able to do something like that. And they've had a ton of time. They've been talking about this for a while. I just feel like if they put all of their resources into building this Shibarium platform, this layer 2 platform, they could have gotten this done a lot sooner rather than focusing on all of these other pieces. Will Shiba Inu reach all-time high this month? I don't think it will reach all-time high this month, no. Matt, do you own any Metagachi? No, I don't. I bet Volti change will help more. You're welcome. Enjoy your video. I enjoy your videos. You're very informative. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Why is SHIB pumping? Everything is moving. It's not about just SHIB that's pumping, right? There's a lot of things that are actually looking pretty aggressive. You see Solana that's up 29% over the last 7 days. You know, 4% today, 6% for Dogecoin. Right? You can see things that are making some pretty aggressive moves. Some things that are pulling back a slight bit, which are the stable coins. But you can see Shiba Inu up 12%. Compared to everything else, yes, it is increasing more, but it doesn't deserve to be down at these levels, right? It should be at a point to where it has 4 zeros, right? Not 5 zeros, right? That's where it should be. I would love to see it lowered where it does gain a zero so I can gather more, but I'm comfortable with holding 400 million. I'm perfectly fine with it. But you're seeing other things pump. You're seeing Cronos up 2.5%, almost at that 12-cent mark, which is really, really good. Yeah, but compared to everything else, I mean, Shiba is pumping quite a bit. Matt, don't ever change. Thank you. I won't. I don't think I will. Loopring has been building it since 2017. Just to put it in perspective, yes, but once it's built, it shrinks the timeline down a hell of a lot. So it shouldn't take others to build a platform like that. It shouldn't take them 2, 3, 4, 5, years or whatever. It should take them, maybe a year or so after the first one is fully implemented. You can actually have that because you have multiples, not just Loopring. You have multiples. If Cronos continues to go up from here, how do you recommend buying? Or is it not a good idea to buy when it's rising? So it depends how much it's rising. I buy it basically at all times. I bought yesterday. I bought the day before that. I buy at pretty much all times. So you don't sound weird. No more allergies. No, I feel it. There's a lot of allergies. My eyes itch right now. My throat itches. It's definitely there. It's just not coming out in audio. But yeah, for Cronos, I buy at all times. The only time I would not buy is if we see this pumping 30% or 50%. I'm most likely not going to make that purchase. It depends how high it is. Like if it jumps 50% up to 20 cents, then yes, I'll probably make that purchase. But if it's at 50 cents and it jumps up to a dollar, well, no, then I'm not going to make that purchase then. I'm going to sit on what I do have and wait for a little bit of a pullback to see that run. Now, if it continues to run, I'm holding on to what I'm holding on to, and then that's that. I'm not going to continue to buy. But right now is not a horrible time to buy. 12 cents, my cost basis is above 12 cents. So even if it does drop below 12 cents, it gives you that opportunity to average in. So again, I bought, I think it was like $4,000 worth at like, I can't remember when it was. It must have been like 16 or 15 cents. So my cost basis is well above that, because I bought some at 40 cents. I bought some at 37 cents. I bought some at 32 cents. I bought a lot at 15 cents. Are you playing Quarry today? Yes, I'm going to be playing Quarry today. I need to finish that. Bro, is there any possible way to get SHIB for free? Not right now. I don't think there's a way to get SHIB for free. I mean, you can stake the SHIB that you have and you can get an APY and gather SHIB every day, because I'm gathering, let's see how much I gained. See how much I gained per week. Because over on crypto.com, that's where I stake my Shiba Inu. And I gain 3% on one staking pool and 2% on another. So the one staking pool I have, I want to see how much, how many Shiba Inu I gain. Let's actually go to, come on, crypto earn. And we'll go to the biggest Shiba Inu pool, which is 357 million. I'm gaining 205,000 per week. So over the last, how many days is that? 30 days. No, more than that. 40 days. I've gained 1.1 million. Yeah, 1.17 million. That's how much I have gained. So yeah. But yeah, that's the way you can do that. Whatever happened to BTD? It's still here. It still has value to it. I think it's like 15 cents. I don't have a developer for it. I want to bring on somebody that's actually skilled. Everybody that I've talked to, I do not trust at all. They seem like they're in it for. There's always a red flag where it's like, hey, I think we can really grow this thing. I think we can get it to where we both can make a ton of money. And it's not about me making money. That's not the idea. Where people come on and they're like, hey, I think we can make a ton of money with this if I develop it. It's not about making money. It's about you got to understand what BTD is about. It was about basically finding a way to burn SHIB in more of a manual way of doing it, but finding a big way to burn SHIB based on a certain pool that we did have and the amount of that was coming out in a quarter. Now, it's just so tough because you're finding people that just have all of these red flags, and I don't know how to continue to build it. All I did was build it, and I don't know how to, launch the logo. I don't know how to put it or get it on CoinMarketCap. I don't know how to do all of the audits that you have there. I really don't know all those different pieces, and I want to, but I don't know how to do it. I don't have the time to do it, and two, I feel like I'm not knowledgeable in those areas in order to build something like that. I mean, I've already created it and it has it set. I think I kind of made a mistake by sending a certain amount to the contract address. So that's kind of gone. It's out of circulation. It's out of existence. And instead of looking at 150,000 coins that are available, you're now really looking at 119 or 110,000 coins that are available. So, um, yeah, I'm all for the growth of that position, right? And I want to see a lot of people succeed, and people are holding on to it, and it looks like something that can succeed, and we will continue with that. But we need to take those steps forward, and I think that needs to happen more aggressively. So every time someone asks about it, it makes me think about it more, that we should be pushing along with this and getting this thing fully launched and fully implemented, because it is a coin that's out there. It just don't have, um, it doesn't have the amount of push that it did in the beginning. I also want to be able to apply a max that someone can grab. No one should be able to grab, um, 10,000 of it, or whatever. You should only be able to grab like 1% of everything. There should be max wallets there. So we'll see. Thank you for asking, though. I still hold my BTD. Don't worry, it will make a comeback, and it will be a crazy comeback to where not only BTD holds value, but also it's going to be doing a lot for SHIB. So we need to get that there. Matt has to get off the golf course and get rid of his allergies. Get off the grass and smoke some. No, 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 no. I have to get back on the golf course. It helps me open up, right? Helps me think a little bit better because I start to think about something other than investing. And obviously, being around my kids as well helps me think of other things than investing. But then you get like that aha moment, right? And it's like, wow, I can do this, or I can invest in this, or whatever. And it just you end up being profitable based on not investing at that moment, if that makes sense. You think it's still good to buy Sol right now? It's still down to a lower point. It's still down to $37. Yeah, I think it's still a buy. There's a lot of things that are buy. Basically, everything in the market is a buy. There may be some things that don't really fully survive this, but when they say fully survive it, a lot of people look at the top 10, and people start to they get blinded by certain groups of information. They'll say after a crash, the top 10 has never been exactly the same, going from bull market to bull market, right? Understand that there are so many different new like cryptocurrencies and protocols and everything that's built that makes something a little bit more valuable than the other thing. Um, let's take Cronos for example, or something, right? Cronos, I think will be insanely valuable. I think that will reach the top 10. Right now, it's not at the top 10, but let's actually move up here and let's take I don't know, XRP for example. Right, XRP held a value of $90 billion worth of a market cap, and that gave it that at some points gave it the level or number three when it comes to market cap. Right, it was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then you had XRP, and then you had Dogecoin as well that was going in and out. You also had Binance coin, but XRP, just because it falls out of the top 10 doesn't mean that it won't be worth $90 billion, right? It may be that everything in the top 10 is worth $100 billion, but $90 billion is outside of the top 10 now. So yes, things will definitely change, but the crypto market grows. That's the reason why. So a lot of people will get stuck about, oh, well, the top 10 has never been the same. There's been a lot that have fallen out of the top 10. We understand that because other things gain more popularity and end up growing in a market cap being so much more than what they expected it to be. Why I'm gonna burn my own money? If you get SHIB by lending, just keep it. What do you mean you're gonna burn your own money if you get SHIB by lending? How can I buy CRO PooCoin? You can buy it on crypto.com. You can also trade for it in MetaMask as long as you have the Cronos network. I actually need to trade some of my Cronos from over here. Because the Cronos network, I think I have like 300. Yeah, I have 300 over here that's basically doing nothing. Protocol would sit around the top 10 by the end of the year for sure. Interesting. I have anything on BNB Smart Chain, hard fork. I have like a a super dumb idea how to burn a ton of SHIB. Uh, a ton every single day. Well, that's good. Voice your opinion. If you want to reach out to the Discord group and say what your idea is over there, because there's a whole section for burn ideas. So when they say when they say Luna Classic proposal is 50% tax, does that mean if I buy $100 worth, it'll cost me 150? Any tax comes out of what you paid. So I don't know what that generally means because I haven't read into that too much. One, because I can't get into the classic section of Terra Station, but I don't know if there's a number two there. But basically, if you have a tax and you spend $100, it's not going to cost you $150. The tax comes from the amount that you put into it. So let's say if you have a tax of 1% and you invest $100 into that position, you're only going to get $99 worth of that cryptocurrency. And the 1% or the $1 is going to go towards that tax. So is Clear Cryptos a scam? I don't know what Clear Cryptos is. I've never heard of it. Um, so I'll have to look into it. Your prediction for SHIB this year. It depends how this year goes, right? Because right now it's about the entire market. It's not just about SHIB. So if the entire market sees that pullback, we could start to see this run, towards the end of the year. However, if we don't see this continuation of a pullback and this is the start of the bull market, or at least start of an increase before the bull market or consolidation or something, we definitely could see to a level to where not only it loses this zero, which it's very close to, but it also loses another zero. Then we get to 3 zeros. So, and that would be a $50 billion market cap. So and then we can also look at the circulating supply and say, are we going to see a decrease in the circulating supply? Because even though, we may see a decrease or an increase based on popularity in the crypto market, if we see the circulating supply decrease, well, that brings in a whole new thought of things. Thank you for becoming a member, XXI Gaming. I appreciate it. If you like gaming, I have a gaming channel. Go over there and subscribe. And we can definitely, we're playing Quarry today, and we should be finishing it. I don't know how many chapters there are, but I'm on chapter like 8 right now. So I think that's what I'm on. How many chapters are? How many chapters are in the Quarry game? There's 12 chapters. 12 chapters. So maybe, I don't think I'll finish it. I mean, it depends how fast the chapters go. But maybe I'll finish it. And if I select things fast enough, because I've been doing things way too slowly. So we'll see. But yeah, if you want to go and subscribe to that, go and subscribe to it. How much CRO do you hold, Matt? About 100,000, I think. Yeah, it should be around 100,000. Maybe it's more than that. No, it should be around 100,000. I thought it was more because I invested, so much, but they're in so many different pools and places that I don't really know at this point. Let me see. Let me keep track of it. It should be around 100,000. That's what I thought. So 10,000 in crypto.com, which is worth 1,127, which should be, I invested 4,000 in there to get the card, and it's worth $1,127. So that's always interesting. That's literally 25% of what the total amount was worth, but insanely interesting. Let's look at the DeFi wallet. pretty sure that's the only other place that I have it. So I have 10,000 over there. Um, Remind me later. Let's see. 10,000. Where's earn? And I have, nope. So total balance of CRO there. So I have 60,000. I thought I had more than that. So I have a total of 63,000 and 64,000, which is worth a little over $7,000. I swear I had more than that. I have Adam over here. I need to buy some more. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy some more. Did I get paid from... I should have gotten paid from YouTube. I do need to buy a little bit more. Come on. I should have gotten paid yesterday. So, no, I didn't. Did not. I did not yet. So, that didn't come through. That's why I always leave it to the 22nd in order to make that payment. In order to, what's it called? Burn the Shiba Inu. Because it doesn't always come through on the 20th when it should come through on the 20th. I believe we haven't found the bottom yet. Yeah, you might be right. It's tough to fully predict because this is an entire crypto market ordeal. Then again, I look at it differently this time because we have more people that are investing. The crypto market is more popular. So I don't know. I want to be like you and have at least 500 million SHIB. Well, I have 400 million SHIB. I do want to hold 500 million. That's my next goal. If it does find a way to fall back down to way lower levels. So yeah, I'm okay with 400 million. I was okay with 300 million. I was also okay with 200 million, but it showed the opportunities to buy in at some of these lower stages. So I was like, all right, well, that makes sense. And if it found a way to drop lower, I would buy more. What do you think of my Wellies NFT? I love it. It's my profile picture. So NFTs are great. I can't say that I like the Wellies NFTs because they could have done more for Shiba Inu, but you know they're great NFTs. Like they're good images that are created. But I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna pay that much money for it. Have you seen some of the more expensive NFTs on there? I went to go check um, the highest priced one, and the most expensive one obviously is like has all of these things that are going for it. It looks pretty cool, and looks like it would be pricey, and it is pricey at this moment, but it's not helping out SHIB right now. So I don't see the point besides just owning it and liking the design. I got 203 CRO looking to get 21K before 2023. That's a good goal or objective, however you want to look at it. I used to own 1 billion SHIB and now I have none. Why? You sold all your Shiba Inu? Was it for a different position? As someone that owns a Wellies NFT, I would think you would have some SHIB. Uh, I think we already hit the bottom and now we need to pick the best time to invest for the long term. See, that's what I was thinking. While people think that we're going to drop more just because, the only logic is that history will repeat itself. Yeah, we will see it hit 90% or 80% and have it drop further. And that's all fine and dandy. Usually, history dictates what the future will bring as long as, popularity doesn't increase, right? If popularity of something increases a hell of a lot, you're never going to see those prices again. And that's my overall thought. But it's definitely tough to figure out if we actually hit the bottom, or if we still have room to fall. I mean, we still have room to fall right now, but where the bottom was, Shiba Inu down at this, instead of 9, it was at 4,000. You had Bitcoin that was down to, I think, 18,000 some odd dollars for the last 7 days. Let's look at last month. So $17,700. So it was down to that low. That's a pretty low point, right? I'm not saying that it's completely over and that we won't see red days, but I think we might be in a stage of more consolidation than anything, because we're not seeing a continuation of everything dropping. Volume, yes, but it's more of a consolidation. And that's what you see within consolidation. You see green days, you see red days. You're seeing, obviously, things push up, fall down. You're seeing the volume decrease because people are indecisive, right? So I tried SHIB to $2, AMC to 2K today. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Always with the aggressive predictions. But that's how you get anywhere in life. I tried to add more Fro, or you're saying CRO? Yeah, CRO to my stakes from the DeFi wallet, and it automatically unbonded what I was staking, and I have to wait. Well, that's weird, because I have like 4 different staking pools. I would like to have it all in one, but I have 4 different staking pools, and I'm okay with that. Even though I have to collect my CRO from other staking pools, I'm perfectly fine with it. We already did the dead cat bounce. We're headed back up for sure. How many coins you need to be a millionaire status in Shiba? You don't need that many. It depends how things move, right? And the decisions that you make, right? You can end up holding 1 million Shiba Inu and wait till it's $1, and then you end up being a millionaire, right? And it doesn't cost that much for you to buy 1 million, right? Especially right now. However, as you're holding probably somewhere around 10 to 20, maybe 100, the average, right, is somewhere lower than that 50 million that people are holding. So people are looking to become a millionaire based on a small amount that they invested, and it totally makes sense for you to do that. We just need to see this all play out, and you need to play it out the right way. If you hold 50 million, you look at it, Shiba exit plan. If you hold 50 million or 10 million or whatever, it just all depends on when you decide to make these moves. It's going to be very difficult for you to say you're holding 10 million and you're going to wait for this to hit, 50 cents. If it hits 50 cents and you're gaining 3%, well, you now have 12 million and you have $6 million and you could sell it then. But it's insanely tough for however long this takes to hit 50 cents. It could be 10 years by the time it hits 50 cents. Or, it could never hit 50 cents, right? You never really know. People can give up on it. But it could hit 25 cents and then you can gain 3 million. But either way, it's still going to be insanely tough for you to hold on to it while it's worth millions or hundreds of thousands, right? You invested $100 to get in, and now you're holding $100 it's worth $1,000, it's worth $12,000, it's worth $100,000. You're telling me you're not going to take a single bit in order to invest at other places? No, and find a way to take some of it, invest it in other places, and then you can feel better about holding on to what you have. So if you take 1 million at this point, right, where you have 100,000, that's $10,000 that you can now invest somewhere else. You turned $100 into 10,000. Everything else is gravy. You now hold it at 300,000. You could take a little bit more if you wanted to, and say, you know what, I want to take out another 2 million. Right, that's $59,000. Right, you're looking at a total of. Let's actually take this out. You're looking at a total of 69,000. or almost 70,000. So you feel better about holding on to the position, you know? Happy Caddy spoke very highly of you over the weekend and all of your efforts with SHIB. Yeah, I appreciate that. Happy Caddy Crypto does a lot of stuff for, especially for Lunic, and has a lot of great ideas. So, and a lot of great information. Does more research than a lot of people that I know, including myself. Has a really, really good channel where he talks about crypto in general, not just Lunic or Shiba Inu, but a lot of things. And then he also has a Lunic Let It Burn channel where he burns off well, whenever he becomes monetized, I don't know if he is. Um, where he's going to burn off the revenue. So yeah, I speak highly of him as well. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you for that super chat, Richard. I appreciate that as well. How many? I read that. Let me see. Another Green Day. What the fuck are you talking about? What am I talking about? Yesterday was green to start the day. And we're seeing it go from morning to morning and be green, right? It was up at a very high point or a higher point yesterday morning, around the 7 to 8 o'clock mark, all the way up to 9 o'clock. And then we started to see things pull back a little bit. But now we're seeing that from 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock, we're higher than we were, right? We were at a high point where we increased in value, right? And then now we're at another high point, even though it did come back in the middle of the day. By the morning time again, we reached a higher value than we were at the previous high, which was one high versus another high, 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock, right? So you have to look at it like that because the market never closes. So if you look at it a certain way, if you even get to this point right here, it's going to look that we're up even higher, right? When you look at it from 19,000 all the way up to 21, you're going to look at it as more of an increase from 2 p.m. Hopefully it stays up in this range from 2 p.m. to 2 p.m. We might end up seeing that stay up in this range, which means it'll be at a 3% increase or something like that. So yes, we're seeing an increase so far. I haven't played a single ad and I've been live for 47 minutes. We have about 500 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, I would love to get it to, 250, 300 likes. George said it right. 500 people, we need 500 likes. I'll take 350. So hit the like button if you have an opportunity to do so. If you're just listening, you don't have to. Find a way to hit the like button before you get out of here, because when this stream ends, obviously you're going on to the next thing you're listening to. So just hit that like button on the way out when it does end in like 40 minutes. Why don't we all stake SHIB and throw away the rewards SHIB for burning? I mean, that would be a good option or a good opportunity to do so, but it's very difficult. I would never ask anybody to burn off their own Shiba. I would never tell people that they have to burn off their own rewards, right? If they're staking it, they're doing what they're doing, risking it maybe in that exchange. If they don't believe in that exchange 100%, or they don't believe in exchanges, there's always a chance that exchanges could, take your money because, they're exchanges, right? They run independently. But if you have a wallet, it's a different story, right? So I don't suggest that people do that. The reason why I don't suggest that people do that is because it's not something that's forced. You're not guaranteed that everybody's doing it, right? You only have a couple of people that are doing it, which you end up losing out of the deal. We need to force people to be able to burn Shiba Inu with a certain amount of their money, right? So what's one way we can force those burns? And that's by a transaction tax. If something like Shibarium actually launched, the transaction tax going through there would force burn Shiba Inu, all Shiba Inu that goes through there. So whether it's 10,000 people or whether it's 100,000 people, we're seeing the transactions going through and we're seeing a lot of burning, right? And that's why I wanted Shibarium to be launched from the beginning, because if we can have Shibarium launched in the beginning, or at least taken seriously in the beginning, all of these days of volume that we've had, over $500 million, $1 billion, $2 billion, a lot of that would have been burned off. and we would have been to a point to where this 549 trillion could have been, 349 trillion or 400 trillion, right? We just want to see progress. And right now, we're not seeing progress because we're at 549 trillion and we've been at 549 trillion for the longest time, and we can't get away from it. Literally ever since they introduced that 150 trillion into circulating and the total supply, we haven't seen a decrease. We haven't seen a trillion drop off yet. When is the last time you collected your Cronos rewards? Um, Actually, that's a good point. I don't think I've collected my Cronos rewards in a while. Um, so there's like some sort of thing that's going on with it in the, I guess you have to migrate over, and when I migrated over, you have to pay like fees or something. Like you have to pay fees. You're paying like 22 CRO in order to receive. Like right now, if I did this, from what I'm seeing here, and I don't really truly 100% understand it, but I would have to pay overdue. I would have to pay 22 CRO here to gain 12 CRO. 22 CRO to gain 12. 22 to gain 12. How does that make sense? How does that make sense at all? So I haven't collected anything in quite some time because it seems like I'm not gaining anything from it. I would be losing something from it. So no, I'm not going to do anything because it's not giving me enough in return. They make you pay for a certain amount of days. And that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's the thing that I'm getting from it. Also, if you guys want to follow my golf TikTok, I have two TikToks. I have a financial TikTok. I have a golf TikTok. You want to follow that? You can follow it. I just post some videos there, edit them really quick, and post them. It's nothing but fun. Love playing golf. So I lost 42 nodes, total scam. Yeah, I mean, I gained about $800 from the whole ordeal. Lost $1,000 from it. So that was definitely a loss that's in my book, and I'm obviously tracking that for tax purposes. But yeah, it was $1,000 loss. I was okay with losing that. I didn't want to lose it. I wanted to gain more, but obviously I got in at the wrong time. Sometimes you just get in at the wrong time. I feel like I got in maybe 2 weeks too late. If I would have got in 2 weeks earlier, I would have been able to capture so much more out of it. But once it decreased down and fell down to a lot of these lower levels, it was over. I was tempted to increase the amount of nodes that I had, but I felt like they would change things and go to a version 2, and they did announce that literally a day after my thought. So I was like, I'm glad I didn't put any more money into it. It wouldn't have been that much, but it still would have added to it instead of giving me some of my money back. So I invested a total of 2,100, gained about 800 or 900, something like that. I can't remember exactly how much it was because I stopped keeping track, but I lost a little over 1,000. You just break even with their new fees if CRN is 59 cents. Yeah, it's not good. Right, so I just let it go. I haven't collected anything. Did you hear about Amazon burning 70 million SHIB recently? No, I didn't hear about that. And Amazon burning 70 million SHIB is like saying you're going to feed the children and uh, giving them, giving everybody a one bowl of cereal. And I mean, not every single person one bowl of cereal. I mean, 10,000 people one bowl of cereal. It's basically a drop in the bucket. It's nothing, right? Um, it you're not helping by doing something like that. It's news, I guess, but you're not helping if Amazon burns 70 million. I don't even know what that analogy was, but basically saying that you have everything in the world and you decide to give someone a piece of gum. Like, I don't know. I want a bowl of cereal. I'm pretty hungry right now. So I've come to the conclusion, right? And I don't know if it's true. I've come to the conclusion that my body is addicted to sugar, right? I've come to that conclusion. I don't have an addictive personality. I'm never addicted to anything, right? Maybe investing. But I've noticed that through the night, my body does crave sugar, and my body keeps waking myself up, telling me that I need to get this. So I'm, you got me crying at work. So what I'm gonna do? Sorry about that. I mean, it's probably crying and laughter, but um, what I'm gonna do is I have to cut the added sugar. I have to cut it. I did that before, and I went through a series of headaches in the first day and a half, and then everything cleared up, and I actually felt really, really good. But it's very tough to do that because everything has sugar in it. Like everything has added sugar in it. You can have natural sugars like bananas. You're saying eat carbs instead. Yeah, because that'll help. Do you own any crypto credit or debit cards? I was looking into them yesterday. So the only one I own is the crypto.com card. That's the only one that I own. Um, and I'm not really using it because I don't get the rewards that I was going to get in the beginning. I was using it in the beginning and now I'm not. So I'm using my other credit cards that I have, and then if I feel like using some of those rewards to buy cryptocurrency, I do. Sugar addiction is very real. I've been dealing with it my whole life, and the best way is just like you said, cut it out. You can gradually reduce it if it's cold turkey it isn't for you. So yeah, I think I've done it before, and again, I don't have an addictive personality, so I can do it. It's just since there's so many things that have sugar without you even knowing, it's like you're getting back into it without even knowing that you're getting back into it. Like I believe McDonald's fries has sugar involved in it. I believe uh, Subway sandwiches has so much sugar that it's not even considered bread in some countries. So um, things have a surprising amount of sugar, and you don't even know about it. So I'll figure it out. But I have to today. I'm just gonna make myself some eggs and not bullish on Shiba Inu. Yes, I'm bullish on Shiba Inu. What's your CRO price in the next 5 years? Um, the next 5 years, I expect this to be well over $2. Today, $2, or sorry, not today. This year, I expect over $2. Next year, depending on the levels that it steps up, I expect a lot more. So I do expect $5 over the next 2 years. Um, and obviously increasing well over the next 5 years, but it depends on what steps they take. When it comes to circulating supply, it comes to, um, you know, the total supply that they have out there, the burns that they do, the different use cases that they have, different utility that they create, all of that. We got 563 people here, guys. If you could hit the like button, I thought we would lose people because we were lagging. So we ended up gaining people, which is crazy. Is CRO still a good long-term investment? Absolutely. I consider it what it's going to be for me in the end. When I gain, obviously, as I'm buying more, when I end up gaining the passive income that I want to gain. So when this does increase, let's say it gets up to that $2 mark. Well, $2 in what I'm holding will be worth, what I'm holding now will be worth about 70, no, not 70, $140,000. I'm holding about 70, right? Or no, 60, $120,000, right? Now I do expect to hold a lot more before this does increase, but if I'm holding 100,000, 200,000, 400,000, right, and it gets to $2, that's $800,000. I expect to gain a certain return from it, and every single year gaining, you know, 100,000+ um, from that alone. So I want to be able to capture, um, yeah. So I want to be able to capture basically everything that I invested from the passive income, not from the gains, right? I don't want to invest it. Um, Sorry, I don't want to capture everything that I gain or everything that I invested from the gains of the position. So it's not about it moving to from 10 cents to $10, right? 10 cents to $10, I'm not going to sell my entire position. I might sell some of it because that's quite a bit, right? Because if I'm holding 100,000 or 400,000 CRO, depending on what the price is, um, and it goes up to $10, that's obviously a lot. You know what I mean? So I would probably take 1 million at that point, or I would actually take 3 million, keep 1 million in there, and collect $120,000 per year off of $1 million investment. So it depends how much I make from it. But if it goes from if it goes from 10 cents to $10, and I'm holding 400,000 coins, right, or 100,000 coins or whatever, 400,000 coins, I will take $3 million of that and cash out, keep 1 million in there, and collect the passive income. Because the passive income at 12% will be what I end up gaining in the end. Now, let's say it doesn't increase that much. Let's say it increases to $2 or $1, and I have $400,000 in there. Well, I'll want to collect the passive income from that every single year. And yes, I only invested maybe $20,000 from it. Yeah, there's sugar in almost all foods now. Yeah, I know. I invested $20,000 into it, and I want to collect at least $20,000, which I will be able to do in the first year. Do I participate in any launchpad sites? No, I don't. I want 100,000 Bitcoin one day. 100,000 Bitcoin? I mean, that's tough. Your body runs on sugar. You need it. Your issue is not sugar. It's your insulin spike and dump. If you consume sugar with fiber like fruits, you get the energy without the spike and dump. Yes, that's what I was going for. That's why I said throughout this is that I want to cut the added sugar. So natural sugar is fine with me. If you have a banana, if you have apples, if you have strawberries, whatever, natural sugars, fine with me. I'm perfectly fine. But if I have, um, something that contains, maybe 12, I don't know, 12 grams of added sugar, that's not good, right? Or 1 gram of added sugar, that's not good. I want natural sugars in all of my food. So that's what I'm going to go for from here on out. And I tried to I tried to do an update videos on TikTok, and I didn't end up getting around to updating everybody. But through 7 days, I felt amazing. First day I felt horrible. I had a bunch of headaches, and it was just I couldn't get rid of them even if I took medication for the headaches. Just it was horrible, as well as a ton of cravings and a ton of like night sweats and stuff. Well, one night of night sweats. But then when it came to the rest of the days, I was perfectly fine. And that's how you could tell it was going through like a withdrawal because it was pretty bad. Hey, bro said he's been holding CRO since it was 5 cents. That man's still in the green. I'm hoping it falls back to like 8 cents. Diabetics have issues with natural sugar sometimes. Yeah, that's not good as well. But I think all natural sugars for me, I'll sit on that. But I want to cut like a lot of the added sugar. I wouldn't lose sight of using the CRO cards. Then get as much free CRO as you can, and then stake it when you feel safest. Take that passive income and repeat the process. Am I wrong? No, I don't think you're wrong. I think I just get more value out of the other credit cards that I have. So if I'm using like the platinum card or um, my blue cash everyday card or whatever, I'm getting more out of it than what I would with a card. So I'm able to capture that in other areas and not just CRO. But that also frees up money for me to just buy CRO since I'm buying it pretty much every day anyways. Most healthy people drive and text, still gonna die young. Probably. Um, we should all send Matt $1 and have him use it to burn ship. No, because if you send a dollar via super chat, I only see um, a certain percentage of it. So I see like 70% of it. 30% goes to YouTube, and then I also have to cut it for taxes. So it makes no sense for you to do something like that. If you're gonna burn it yourself. I don't want to. Um, I don't want people to just go out and burn their own money, especially not with like a kind of a driving force that's going to make everybody burn a certain amount of shib, you know? Craving sugar is also a sign of dehydration. That's a good point. I don't drink enough water in the day. So thank you for saying that. funny thing, funny thing is when I was in when I was in college and I stayed in my dorm rooms, I played football through college. So I had I had packs of water that I would get, and it was like the 35 packs of water that I get now. But I would go through one of those packs in like less than a week, and I don't mean a week as in 7 days. I mean a week as in 5 days. So I would drink that water very very quickly. Also, that water was like $2.99 then. It's like $6 now. So I'm not saying that it's super expensive and I don't make enough money, but it is super expensive, and I don't make enough money for that. That's exactly what I'm saying. How do you feel I can go about getting funding to build my game to burn shib? I feel like the ecosystem devs will try to shut it down if I don't include bone or leash, etc. I'll burn shib through ads. Um, well, you can go about doing that. It's about maintaining the game. That's probably going to maybe cost you depending where it is. If you want to do it to where you link your wallet, then that's going to be that's going to be difficult to do because I don't know how to do that. But there are um, people out there that know how to do it. You have to find the right people. If you can build it yourself and just burn it outside of the game, it shouldn't cost you too much. But probably the website or if you're doing it via an app, I don't think it costs you basically anything to do all of that. I mean, maybe the software. I don't know. I I think I've was on the verge of building one app, and then I decided to quit and building that app, and that was back when like Flappy Bird. I don't know if anybody played that. Flappy Bird was a thing, and it was built. I guess they were getting into a lawsuit with Angry Birds, and then they completely um, like they took the game off the store or something like that, and it's stupid. I mean, that was a popular game, and they could have made so much money from it. They had so many downloads. I played it a lot. Everybody in um, my college classes played it a lot too, and I got all the way up to like 250. And people were like, "How'd you get up that high?" And I was like, "I don't know. I was just playing it one night and went on for a very long time." Need for Speed, burn or earn Shiba Inu edition. That would be phenomenal. Burn and earn because it should be something where people earn but also burn, right? People want things out of it, but then they also want to help grow what they gain. So let's say you gain 100 shib in a race. That's not a crazy amount, but you're gaining something, and now you're also burning 100 shib. You're gaining 100 shib, burning 100 shib. There's a million people that are playing it. You're burning 100 million. You're gaining 100 million throughout it. Now I'm sure it'll be way more than that because 100 SHIB is like a minuscule amount of money. Um, but you're able to gain something out of it while also burning something out of it. The idea for the game will be like Subway Surfer. Shib will run from a dog catcher, avoiding obstacles. Well, there is a game like that. It's called Shiba Run, and it burns Shib. So there is a game like that. But I think what we need is something different. You know, instead of those type of games, we have like three different games like that actually. I think we need something that is that is different than everything that everybody builds, right? We need like an actual like racing game, and that's what I was thinking, a racing game to where first, second, and third earn SHIB, but everybody that's playing burns SHIB, right? Flappy Bird was taken down by the dev because he couldn't handle all the stress of becoming famous. Yeah, the stress of he was going through a lawsuit with what's it called? With like it doesn't make sense how you create something and then it becomes very popular and then you have another business that just tries to sue you because you have a bird that looks similar to, and it doesn't even look similar to what they have. So then they end up suing. You're going through stress of not only becoming famous but also creating something that's pretty popular, right? Everybody just tries to sue you to get something that you have. And it's stupid. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Vault Inu have good things coming. A couple of weeks. 29 exchanges should uh, check it out. Up 20% on the day. Vault change. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Vault Inu. I have the version 1. I don't have version 2, but that's good that it's up. I'm not I'm not a fan. The reason being is because I'm not the biggest fan of version 2s at all. Um, and even though it may have some success and has definitely a community behind it, I've seen a lot of people in the community. I'm not one of those people. Oh, funny thing is, so when I was talking about this, I don't know what it's called, Klee Run or something like that. Um, Apparently the game that I was playing yesterday, this is why I don't do this. This is why I don't check out a position and then play their game and talk about all the different pieces of it. This is why I'm very brief with a lot of my explanations. They used my video, my clip as like advertisement for their game, for their coin, and then they're reaching out to me and saying, "Hey, I want to talk to you about um, you know, being involved in this cryptocurrency." Like, you didn't even ask me to use that at all. And you know, this is why I don't play these things. This is why I don't play games on there. Did I say it was a good game? No, I didn't say it was a good game. Did I say it was a good coin? No, I didn't say it was a good coin. So don't use my name, don't use my likeness, don't use my video for any of your pumping, because I don't know who you are or what it is. Don't do that. Like, I don't understand it. So no, I'm not going to be a part of your crypto coin after you used it without even asking me at all. Hey, I have this video, I have this clip. Can I use this clip? Here. I understand that it's a free video on the internet. You can go ahead and do that, but don't ask me to be a part of your coin if you're going to sit here and use a video of me playing your game and not include the skepticism that I have for the coin. So put some respect on my name. That's hilarious. So yeah, I was just like, I was, once I saw that, and then they tagged me on Twitter, and I was just, no, no, I'm not gonna be a part of your coin. No, I'm not gonna be a part of your game. I don't even know what the heck it's called, something, but I'm not gonna mention them at all in this video or in any other video. We done? Y'all finished? Is we done or y'all finished? That was like one of the funniest. That's definitely one of the funniest interviews I've ever seen. The reason Vault Inu had a migration was due to the number of zeros it had, and the exchanges wouldn't allow it. If you have version one, you can still migrate. So I'm not going to, um, but it's a very small amount. It's probably worth like $5 at this point. Matthew Perry, someone on Discord was inquiring about contact information for you to discuss a development project. When I pressed them for details, they disappeared. Scammers are getting prison. Yeah, I see it all the time. I see it all the time. Um, why don't other people create something that um and have it be about Shiba? Wouldn't that make them a dev? But just not the team. They wouldn't make their own team because no one owns it. Yeah, I yes, I would agree. It would make them a dev of something, but it wouldn't like they wouldn't be an owner of Shiba Inu or anything. They would just be a supporter of that position. When will Matt pump Luna Classic? When will Matt pump Luna Classic? I'm not gonna. I don't pump anything, right? Luna Classic is up 1% today. That's good to see. Think about thinking about trading Doge for She and CRO. Yay or nay? Um, is it really better to hold all three? So I like I don't know what She is. Um, or you're saying Shib. But yeah, I like CRO. I like CRO the best out of all of them because I love passive income. Shib probably has the most potential out of everything, but yeah, I think for me, CRO is my main position that I hold the most amount of money into, and also um, decreasing very rapidly to become the least amount of money. But it's also it's the most and the least at the same time. I'm just gonna say a couple of words. Don't sleep on Volt. It's gonna pump hard. I would agree with you that you can see things take. Thank you for the super chats, by the way. You can see things that are going to take off. Volt is just not for me. It's just like how people really believe in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is not for me. And I'm not comparing Volt to Bitcoin. Don't start um, jumping into the comment section now and saying Vault is nothing like Bitcoin. No, that's not. It's not what it's about. I'm saying people can disagree with something just because they just don't want to be in that position. They and that's the way I feel about Volt. And it's not that I'm sleeping on it. There are some positives about it, and I've seen people rave about it. And obviously, you're here talking about this and sending super chats in order to say it, and I appreciate what you're doing here. Um, but there are people that will believe in it, will follow it, and there are people that just won't. Right? I have enough crypto coins that I feel like I'm actually going to consolidate more, and I'm not probably going to buy too many more coins. What's your top crypto news site? I don't. So I check out all sites. I don't have a top crypto site because if you have a top crypto site, you live with their biases, right? Their biases. Is that how you say that? Um, and I don't like that at all, whether it's a politically driven backing or if it's a company that's backing it and you want to make sure that you're following suit with that company. I do not like. Why was I going to say I do not like them, Sam? I am. Do not like green eggs and ham. I don't know why I was going to say that, and I did say it. But yeah, I don't like the politically driven decisions. I don't like the financially backed decisions. I don't like all of that stuff um, because I just need to make sure that all of it is coming from a like I guess a valid source. I guess I don't know how else to put it. Um, Most of them either are like Republican driven or Democrat driven or backed by Amazon or backed by Tesla or backed by pharmaceuticals or backed by, it's always backed by something. And I like to take in all information to make sure things align. And then I go on about my day. So I'm not going to have one crypto site. I take it in from everywhere, which, pause. Sorry. Not in a box. Not with a fox. It's funny to see people try and pump their coin in chat. Yeah. So yeah, Lunic to the moon, smash them likes. Absolutely. I only have 1,400 CRO, and I mean that's good. That's really good. I continue to gain CRO every single day. I've just lost $1 million. Why did you lose $1 million? What are you talking about? In Shiba we trust to the moon. It's time for Shiba to make me. it's it's time for Shiba to make me rich. Been poor for too long. Wait, what? uh, how much CRO would be considered good? So I would probably think it would be considered good for what? Like, what are you looking at to get out of it? I would say, um, you know, 10,000. You know, at the moment that would be considered good. Great would probably be north of 50,000, or north of 25. You know, 50,000, and then 100,000 would be just, I don't know, amazing. There would be it would be a lot. I think it's like $10,000 to hold 100,000. um, I do not like your paper hands. I do not like them during a pump. I don't like them during a dump. Yes, yes. Pericoin to the moon. Like what's his face says, Coffeezilla. Let's pump the stock when there's no stock. Sir, what is the best way to make money from crypto trading slash stock investing? So, for investing in the stock market, I think in order to stay away from trying to time the market, in order to stay away from, trying to, I guess, hold long term. I mean, there's always long term positions that you're going to have to hold, and that's always great for retirement. But I love day trading, swing trading as well. But you have to be able to accept losses, and that's something that I haven't done well recently. But the best way to make money, in my opinion, is finding the best strategy in day trading and being consistent, treating it as if it's a job and you're learning new things every single day as you go along. And as you're day trading, you also see long term positions within those short term positions that you can invest into your retirement accounts or your Roth IRA or something, as long as bigger gains. So, best way to make money um, is by, I would say, researching, um, developing a strategy. If you don't have a strategy, you're not going to be able to make money. You can't just have one simple way of making money. There's multiple ways to make money. If I see the YouTuber Jake Gannigan and Austin Hilton and Zach Humphreys talk about an Inu coin, it's trash, and they are paid to promote it, or they got in early. They hype it so they can pump the price. Yeah, I've seen that time and time again, and I think, as you look at a lot of positions that they do, one of those positions that they talk about is Zelda Inu, and I don't like that. Um, well, I like that they talk about it. I don't like if they treat it the same way. Zelda Inu, Zeldaverse, both of those I still believe in. I still think that they have a great message. I'm not one of those people that's going to sell just because you had a 100% pump or a 50% pump. No, I'm a person that believes in the position, believes in what they're offering, and hopefully they can deliver on that. And it seems like they are delivering in the donations and the growth, not so much right now, but I hope in the bull market things will start to run. And I'm still a partner, still a person that supports it, still a person that wants to push this up to higher and higher levels. Obviously, I do want to take some of the APY that I gained and cash out that, which is, somewhere right now north of about 40,000 coins. And if that can get to $1, that can be $40,000 that I end up cashing out while keeping 210,000 coins left in there. So, yeah, I expect to see so much more out of Zelda Inu, and I hope we can get there. Why does Hannah sound like Kim Jansen setup? I feel like there's a fly that keeps like flying on my face. No, Austin Hilton, Zach Humphreys did not get in Vault early, and I got in 500K market cap, and they started discussing Vault at 25 to 100 million market cap. So organic growth. The market is doing well. So although all the coins are doing well, you're saying altcoins are doing well. Let's say you have no investments yet. What coins would you buy right now at what positions? So depending how much you have to invest, I mean, there's so many it depends situations. But I would probably look at the top 25 and definitely consider putting things into different places. So would definitely buy CRO. I mean, that's my main position to continue to add in for passive income right now. So that is one of the positions I would probably go heavy on. Another position, if I was new to crypto, it's like if you're new to crypto or if you're not new to crypto, let's say you decided to get everything out and you took everything out before the down market and now we're at this lower stage. I would definitely look again at the top 25. I would look heavy at Ethereum just because it's at a low price. I'm not saying that I would buy into Ethereum, but I would look heavy at it. Cardano is one of those that I would take that leap. But again, if you're just getting into crypto, you want to go in the top 25 and not risk anything that's lower, right? So probably CRO, probably Cardano. If BNB found a way to go lower than 200, then yes, I would move into that. Yeah, I would probably stop there, maybe as first entry point, because you don't want to invest everything right away. But those are coins that I would definitely focus on, for me at least. Guys, so I have to get out of here. I have to go make myself some breakfast, some sugar-free breakfast, and make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I understand there are questions. I see questions that I could answer, but it would probably take me another 20 minutes to answer all of them. So I'm going to get out of here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to check out the gaming channel, if you want to ask me those questions over in the gaming channel, you can ask me that. I'll be live over there maybe at 9:30 or 10. I'll be playing for about an hour. And then, I do need to upload some videos on other channels as well. So again, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Perry8K over here. And hopefully you don't use my name and likeness for your financial gain in any way, like they did for whatever the heck that position is. It just pisses me off that they did that. But anyways, I'll get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya. Good luck with all your trades. Good luck with everything.